So, we're going to teach you what happens when you fall into a black hole. So, I found pictures on Google today and we're going to show you all of it. So, when you first go into a black hole, this is the small black hole. So, if you go towards the small black hole, you recognize you'll be stretched like a spaghetti noodle. And as you continue, the more closer you get, the more thinner you stretch. At the last meeting of your black hole, you will be sent towards the event horizon in a piece. You will be broken right now. As completely time, space and time are broken inside black holes. Now, if I went towards a black hole, you would see me moving at a slower rate. As you can see, supermassive black holes have less gravitational pull than the smaller ones. You would go into the event horizon without being pulled apart. Next, you would see the singularity, where all the mass is contained in the black hole. You will be squished and merged into it. A person watching you from a distance would slowly be seeing you. All they could see is you being in slow motion, freezing and getting dimmer away from existence. And why is that? Because space and time of black holes swap. While space is moving forward and time stands still. But if you really want to know more about black holes, watch videos. Actually, Einstein found out what a black hole is 100 years ago. His theory was about the black hole. He noticed when two black holes collide, they become a supermassive black hole. Einstein's theory was clearly the best, and he was the smartest guy on Earth. If Einstein is still around the world somewhere, we must find him. Because he was the exactly first person to find the theory of black holes. Even if he knows that smaller ones stretch you thin as a noodle. He knows that the big ones don't really stretch you. But there's more and more things we need to discover before we just go into the black hole. So, if you want to know more about black holes, you can ask Einstein about that. As you can see, this picture that is right here, right now, showing an astronaut in a smaller black hole. First, when he first gets close, he stretches. Basically, as you can see, he's crossing the event horizon. Now, this astronaut completely got thin, stretched into the black hole. If you look at the third part, you can see his feet have more gravitational pull than his head and legs. At the last part of the picture, you can basically see he's already a long noodle and will become basically a particle. If you want me to search a picture of a particle, raise your hand. So nobody raised their hand because this video hasn't been posted. But this picture was actually found in a video I watched about black holes. I know about black holes because I seen a movie on Netflix about them, but it's no longer on Netflix, but it's now on YouTube. Well, what do you think? Black holes are clearly the opposite of a white hole. What happens if we fall into a white hole? We may never know. White hole. Well, basically we know about white holes. they have pictures in them. So the thing is, white holes are completely opposite of what a black hole is. Now, if this were a white hole has less gravitational force. So that means it's called negative gravitational force. That means that the gravity, instead of pulling it towards it, it's repelling something from it. Now, it's kind of like a magnet repelling something from it. That would be like a white hole, and that's who maybe discovered it with magnets. But we know nothing about white holes, but I do. So, basically, white holes are in a different universe. So, if you know this, black holes, they stretch. White holes, they don't stretch because they're completely the opposite. But what would happen if a black hole and a white hole collide? Well, we may never know, but we have a wormhole. Wormholes, we know nothing. It's just that they take you to another side. But really, if you want to be an astronaut traveling through a black hole, you might be careful because make sure it's not a super small black hole. Thank you for watching, and watch more Science Olympics of me. If you want to see more videos of these Science Olympics, subscribe to that channel and like the video and comment down below. What do you think would you visit in space? A white hole, a black hole, or a wormhole?